Well, hello. How are you? I am back on Watts Bar, and we're going to go look for some crappie out here on the lake. And I apologize to everyone for losing my sound last night in my video. I don't know exactly what happened, but what I was having to do was, as you saw, I caught a few crappie that I wanted to keep. And when I did that, I was having to disconnect my mic. So tonight, I'm just not going to have a microphone. And what I'm going to do is, you're going with me from the time I launch the boat until I start fishing. And so I'm going to show you like the electronics and kind of what I'm looking at on here. And I'll probably flip around the view and kind of show you some different things. But I want to, for now, you're just going to kind of see where I'm headed. There's the steam plant over there that's currently being modified, if you will. And I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm going to do to start looking for fish. Now, in general, I'm going to not stop on this point because everybody and their brother stops over here. And where I have been catching fish on my unit is actually, let me get it pulled up here. There we go. Let's change this. I'll show you where I've been catching fish. You can see all these waypoints starting to show up. So this is where I've been doing better with catching these crappie, is in this general area right here. Wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. This is where I've been in general catching my crappie, is kind of in this opening right here. Now, I don't know why exactly that's where they're hanging out, but this seems to be what they're doing, is this general area. And so you see I've got a couple of waypoints here where I found some fish. And so I'm going to back this up again, put it on the map, and just kind of let you see what I see. Look at this old Norse craft. Where'd he go? There he is. Beautiful Norse craft sitting over there. So let me see. I'm just going to kind of cruise down the lake for a minute. You're going to see the whole thing from beginning to end. Let's get on up to some speed. Cruising along at 36 miles an hour. You probably can't hear a word I'm saying, and that's okay. All right, so if you're just joining, if you happen to have been on here last night with me, for one, I really appreciate you watching. For two, I lost my audio. I heard a lot of you saying you've lost your audio. I apologize. I did check all the microphone and the connections. I checked everything. So what I'm going to do differently tonight, I hope you can hear me over my motor. Let me get the motor on like a trolling mode here so that it's not so loud. Case around my motor is starting to vibrate quite a bit, and when it does that, it gets kind of loud. So I'm cruising along here at about 3.5 miles an hour, 3.6, something like that. And I've got down imaging and side imaging on. I'm going to show that to you. There we go. And I'm going to start looking for fish. And I kind of know the general area that I want to look at is in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm looking for schools of fish that are hungry. Yeah, there's no way I can know if they're hungry or not, other than how they position themselves. I'm not zoomed in, it's wild. Of course, this is my 15-inch unit that I use up front. And you can see what I'm doing is, let's see, I'm just kind of cruising along in here where I have been finding these fish. So far, I don't see anything on here at all. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. There we go. And I'm just gonna cruise around for a few minutes. So let's see, we're cruising in this opening. I'm gonna turn to the left a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. That waypoint that you see right here was yesterday. And yesterday I basically got rained out. I left with the fish biting, but it was starting to really get cold. It had been windy all day. And so yeah, I kind of got ran out by the weather. Now there's a few fish right there. Those are fairly large fish right there sitting on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 fish. That's the other side over here, but that's the same fish. But that's 3 or 4 nice sized fish right there. I'm not really after big stuff. I've got on some lighter tackle. I'm hoping to find the smaller ones. If you get a moment, and let me see, what is the community moderation? Live chat on, message delay none, blocked words, community defaults. Okay, just checking to see. Some of the things you all are saying are getting blocked for review on here, and I apologize. Here we go. Now this is kind of interesting right here. So what I'm gonna do is, here's my approach. You see there's a lot of fish right here. I'm going to change my view to only side imaging. Now you can see how many fish there are up here. Oh boy, that's a lot of fish. Probably these are more like the size of the ones I'm looking for, but I'm definitely gonna mark these. These are something big right here. I'm gonna put one there, put one here, come over here. I'm gonna put one, there we go. And now we're gonna come over here and look and see where I saw those. It's basically right here in this general area. That's the furthest one back. But then I saw 2 big schools of fish right here. Now you can see we're in shallow water. It's 10 feet deep. Still going. This is the school I just marked. And so that's pretty amazing. Those are showing that they're about, 60 feet out. Look at this. Look at all these. Oh man. Let's make sure we get a good waypoint on those too, in case I didn't get them just a second ago. Now, if you all have live scope, you probably know one thing right out of the gate, and that is finding the fish does not equate to catching the fish. Finding the fish means you have found the fish. What we're going to do next is we're going to start throwing some lures. And I do have one rod that's rigged up a little bit heavier than some of the others. And so I'm going to see if by any chance I can find those fish on the front unit. Let's get up here. And you're with me the whole time today, from the time I left the boat ramp until right now. So let's get the trolling motor out in the water. All right, now let's get this unit. We're going to get this unit up to where I can kind of look at my map over here, and I can also sort of see what's going on over here at the same time. There's side imaging. Here's the one we want. So this is going to give me a good idea where my waypoints are that I just marked in here. And here is this. I'm going to turn down the gain just a little bit. We're not even going to be probably in more than 15 feet all day. Hey, Llewellyn. Well, I am going to fish. I just got here. And so I was having to get everything set up. And so let's get everything set up. Let's get my hands off the camera. And let's get you all to where you can see what I'm seeing. 1 second. There we go. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so I'm going to re-rig really quick. 1 second. Now I can see clearly. Excellent. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. If you all were here with me last night, woohoo, it was a mess. Rain. Oh, it was raining. It was cold. I couldn't hold the boat still. I'm going to tie this back on the rod I had it on. Let me just get that on real quick. I'll be right back with you. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Somebody let me know if the sound seems okay or messed up or what, and I'll get this tied on and be right back. All right, so it's going to take me a minute. Thank you, Llewellyn. Am I pronouncing that right? Llewellyn? I hope so. Llewellyn was a character from No Country for Old Men, if I recall correctly. I may be wrong, but I think that was right. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Just maybe a lunatic you're looking for. Too late tonight. All right, what we got going on here? Hi. All right, let me get this lure tied on. All right, had to make a few adjustments. So what I'm trying to catch, honestly, are crappie. I have a future son-in-law who really wants to try to have a fish fry. And so I normally never keep anything that I catch. But if I can catch a few crappie, then I'll certainly fix up some fish for him to try. Hopefully, he is going to come out here with me really soon, and we're going to set him up to where he's going to try to catch some of them as well. I know he wants to catch some of the ones that we're going to eat. Give me just a moment. I had to actually put the line back through the eyes on the rod, and you know the best but you can use. What's that? I know what I've been having pretty good luck on, but tell me definitely. I'd like to know what your thoughts are for those crappie. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna cut this off, and then we're gonna turn around and go back to where all those fish were chilling and see what those are. All right, got my 2/8 Kitech on. Tighten up that brake a little bit. Now, let's go look. Let's go look and see what those were. I'm gonna throw this out and just slowly bring it in while I'm waiting. Curry and bread. Really? That's my good pipe for fishes. I get 7 fees this year. You can use curry and bread, mix it together. That's my good pipe for a fishes. I get 7 fees this year. I'm not sure what that means, 7 fees this year. Might have to help me out just a little bit. All right, so I just made my first cast. We are cruising out here, looking around. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for right there. As you can see, we've got some stuff kind of showing up. Now, those are decent sized fish. I'm gonna throw a Kitech. Today there's no wind, and I can actually throw. Woohoo! Yes! Thank goodness. All right, so I'm gonna let this go out there and drop in this group of fish that I see. And just gonna kind of reel it in sort of slow and see what kind of fish those are that just happen to be chilling out there. One just went right beside my lure. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit hotter because I want you to be able to see my lure, which is right there underneath the 10-foot mark near the bottom. You see it bouncing up and down? Bouncing up and down. There we go. That's me. Now let's get inside that group of fish right there and let's see what those are. Oh, I can throw so much further this evening. Isn't that nice? Okay, there I am. Unfortunately, I landed just short of those fish. You can probably see I've got that set on 105 feet. I mean, it's way on out there. Hopping and scope. Oh, hoping and scoping. Boy, you're right about that. Outdoors with Casey. Good to talk to you. Glad you're on here. Let me redo that cast because I missed those pretty bad. Now that one should be dropping a lot closer to the fish. And I'm just gonna come through here kind of slow. Now, I will say this, what I've noticed, I've been here 2 or 3 times just in the last week in the evenings. These fish seem to really turn on at maybe, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes before it gets dark. Now, what those fish are right there, I don't know. They don't really seem to be showing any interest in this lure. You can see where it just hit the water, probably. I'm not sure why we're not seeing it because it is a lead head, but it should be literally right in that pile of fish right now. And I'm just kind of reeling slow. And I have a feeling that's going to be some stripe, but I'm not really getting any kind of reaction out of those. Well, I've got one little one. See it right there? One little bitty one that's kind of messing around with it, but he's not hitting it. All right, so I'm about to get too close to these. There we go. You can see the lure right there on top of this group of fish. And I'm just bringing it basically right over their heads. Okay, so I don't think whatever those are in a feeding kind of mood, because they're not really showing any reaction, and normally you're going to see them coming up really quick and start moving around some. I'd like for y'all to see the lure drop right on top of their head. You can see it that time. There it is, at the 43-foot mark, right there. Yeah, there's none that are kind of coming out of the group to look at it whatsoever. So let me now downsize to something that I have been getting crappie on. Okay, I'm going to downsize to that. That's a Bobby Garland. Bobby Garland has really been working good for me here lately. Now, I can't cast it very far, but the good news is if those are crappie, you're going to see them start probably coming up and checking out the lure where they haven't been, that larger lure. So let's just see. It's down in front of them. No real reaction. You see that one small fish coming up, and yeah, he turned to the right. Okay, so those in the front had no reaction. Now let's get behind them. It's great. I can throw this so much further than I could throw it yesterday. Just so happens the little lead head that I've got on here doesn't it doesn't show up very well on this. But there it is. I'm looking at it. It's at about 30 feet. Going real slow. Just kind of seeing what kind of reaction I can get out of these. Nothing. 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 No reaction. Now those actually ran from it. Did you all see that? Fish that run from a very small lure like that are definitely not interested in feeding. So let's go look at this group. This is a totally different group right here. This rod, unfortunately, has one bad problem. It's a very small rod. It likes to set the brake on me completely out of the blue for zero reason. I've been threatening to throw it in the garbage. Now look at all those fish. What do you think those are? They're sitting in anywhere from 7 down to about 10 feet of water. I mean, those are good-sized fish, but they just don't seem to have any interest in hitting. Now, what is interesting is that if you'll stay on here long enough, it'll be dark here in 45 minutes or so, or starting to get dark. That same group of fish will come to life. Boy, they'll get aggressive. But as you can see right now, they're just not moving. They're just sitting there, even when this lure is right above their head. Okay. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Now there's one right there. Is he coming to look, or is he just moving? He's just moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep moving around and finding a little bit of a different group of fish until I see if I can find any that are hungry now, that I don't have to wait till late tonight. Now let's see how they react. That lure is right there at 35 feet. Nice and slow above their head. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. So I brought that real slow across their head and got no reaction. Okay, so let's move on to another group. I mean, this is another group right here, completely different group. See how these react. You'll know if I get it in the right group. It'll be as different as night and day. I mean, see, they're just not even remotely looking at that lure. Let me try a different color. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to something really different. It's black. It's an arky style jig head with black and pink. So let's see if there's any difference, any different reaction at all to this. And what I may have to do actually is completely, for now, until it gets a little bit darker, I may have to switch over and try like a reaction bite, which would basically mean switching over to a jerk bait. I've got a good one that would definitely go down there above those fish. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing anything, even when it went right through the entire group. Let me try that one more time and keep it right above their head. Let's see. There it is. It's right above them. You just wait until here in another 30 or 40 minutes. It'll be just night and day difference. When I throw it like that, they'll start leaving that huge group and come after that. And right now, they're just not interested. Okay. No problem. Let's go look for another group. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go over here where I marked those earlier. These are some of the ones I marked when I came in. And there were a bunch of these fish in here. I don't really know what they are when there's that many of them, but they're not interested in feeding at all. It could be just a bunch of carp. But some of these groups could very well be, you know, a small group of crappie. And if I can find one group, and if they'll react the way I need them to react, then I'll know pretty quick that it's the crappie that we're actually looking for. See how all those fish, right? I don't know if you could see my lure or not, but when my fish got to them, they sank to the bottom. That group is not hungry. We're looking for ones that are hungry. Let's see this group. This little lure is so light, I can't throw it very far at all. Let me redo that cast. Catching megalodons. You know, it'd be pretty cool if I did. I'm actually fishing small right now. I'm not even trying to catch anything big. Somebody was telling me yesterday the crappie will get active right before dark. And I thought for sure that if I got the right lure in here, I could catch them during the day. Let's see what those are. I'm going to upsize to a 2/8 Kitech. For one, I can throw it way further out there. I can see it a little bit better on my unit. If it's a little bit bigger, maybe they'll have more of an interest in hitting it. So far, the answer is not interested. All right, no interest in that group. Let's switch to this one. Oh, this is so much better weather than yesterday. It's crazy how much nicer it is. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. I am barely moving this. I think if any of those were bass, keeping it right on the bottom and coming through them would be the best way to catch them. Nothing, no interest in hitting. Okay. Let's go to this next group. I'm just going to keep looking around to see if I can find a group that's actually hungry. It's crazy to me that there could be that many fish in there and none of them are actually feeding. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, actually went below them. We're only in 10 or 11 feet of water. Let me reel it a little faster. This time I'll try to keep it right on top of them. I'm right above their head. There's one. Let's see what this is. What are you fishing for? I am actually dual reel. I'm fishing for crappie. I don't know if they're going to hit this time of the day. I just now found a group of fish and finally had something hit. I don't know what it is, but we're about to find out. There it is. You see it on the unit. About 7 feet. It's coming on up. Oh, it's a drum. I should have known. I should have known. Let's see. But what I'm really targeting today more than anything is crappie. I bet you all of those are drums sitting right there. Let me get this in the boat. One second. Let me get you up here so you can see this. I don't want it near my electronics. There we go. That's a big old drum. He's a mongoloid. Look at that dude. Oh, the drum. He's playing the drums. Let's get him out of here. There we go. Well, so that probably means the majority of these right here on that screen, I would just about be willing to bet are drum. But that's okay. Well, I gotta say, even if that was drum, that's pretty fun. Let me get you guys back up here. Let's go see what else is in here. There's a bunch of fish out here. I marked these. Let's see what we can see. How's that view for you all? Can you see that pretty good? I hope so. I see for the stuff, my gains turned up pretty high. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm not sure why I'm not getting a better view of those. Let's try this. I turned it up a little bit. I'm just gonna come along slowly. See if any of them are interested in eating. I'm right on the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see me right there or not. At 30 feet, I'm at the 11-foot mark, just right on the bottom. Cruising around. Nothing's coming up off the bottom, so let's target those fish out there again that are at about 65 feet. There we go. See me dropping in right on top of their head. This time I'm going to kind of stay above them. I tried going real slow on the bottom. I'm just going to come through there kind of slow, 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 slow. Go, Joe. Nobody's home. Nobody hungry. Let's go see what these are. What we're doing is we're getting out here in a little bit deeper water. Should I zoom out maybe? Give you a better idea. Yeah, let's try those right there. I'm looking for fairly large groups. Well, let's just see. Here I dropped in. I like fish that are aggressive. Now that fish seems to be coming towards my bait. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'm at 40 feet. I'm closing in with one right behind me, checking it out. He's just going so slow. I'm tempted to just stop. I'm just gonna sit there. It's interesting. I figured he would hit it when I stopped, but he didn't. Llewellyn, hello, where's your line? Let's see, I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit more. So eventually it kind of starts to get dark or so messy on the screen, it's hard for y'all to see. But do you see me? I'm right here. That's me right there. And I fell short of the fish, but this time I'll pay attention to the fish and not try to show you. So let's see if I can get to those out there. All right, there I am at 75 feet. I had it for a minute and I let it get on the bottom and kind of lost it. I think some of those right there are just drums, a bunch of drum. I'm gonna go back kind of where I seem to have had my better luck yesterday in the evening. It is so pretty out here today. Got a school right there. What I'm going to do is stop here for just a minute because I don't want to roll right up on top of them. This little school right here I'm kind of interested in. I like the way that they're sitting right on the bottom and they're spread out. That makes me think of bass, how bass do. Let's just see if we can put one right above their head. Okay, there I am coming in at 70 feet. I'm gonna be right above their head. I'm just kind of slowly coming across the screen. Going slow, 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 slow. There we go. There's one. Let's see what this is. Did you see him right here? This is him. Well, he got out of the live scope. He was right there. These were set up like bass, but it's rolling around like a catfish, if I'm going to be honest. Oh boy. We got something now. Let's see what this is. My guess is this is going to be a catfish. I'll have to tighten up the brake a little bit. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. It's a cat, I know it is. You can tell they're catfish when you feel them rolling around in a circle. Here he comes. Oh no, it's a drum. Well, I would have sworn that was going to be a catfish. It's another drum. Okay, no problem. Let's get him in. Oh boy, those things are big. There he is. It's another drum. He's playing the drums, get it? And he's out of here. Well, they've got this little Kitech beat up pretty good at this point. See if I'm gonna get anything else out of it or if it's over. It's pretty well jacked up. Well, I might get a few more casts out of it. I'm gonna have to take my jacket off. 1 second. Okay. All right. I'm back. Thank you, Leslie Hammonds. Leslie D. Hammonds. Shout out. If y'all don't know Leslie D. Hammonds, she's on social media and she posts some of the most delicious food. Lester put something on there so they can see how to find your recipes and your cooking and stuff. She makes some delicious, good home cooked meals. The good old way to do it. Not like all these new people do, but the good old way. We're just out here today trying to see what all these fish are that are in here. I'm kind of hoping as the day goes on that I might start getting a few crappie to come up and hit. My problem is not really understanding what I'm looking at on the screen. I know if they're stacked up and they're small, they're almost always going to be striped. If they're stacked up, but there's not a ton of them, sometimes those are the crappie. So I'm just trying some different things. I want to turn the gain back down just a little bit, a little too hot for me. I think those are all drum. I can throw into that group and we'll see if that's what those are. Let's see if by any chance, if those are drum or not. Drum are fairly aggressive. I mean, if you're just trying to catch something big that's fun to fight, a drum's a good choice. Okay, no hits. Now, those are actually, I'm gonna throw something small on those, because where they're sitting is a place that I think the other day I saw some crappie. That would be very cool if those were crappie. So let me get something small right above their head. And let's see if they react at all. Oh yeah, let me get y'all back down in here. I accidentally passed them up. Those kind of look like they could be crappie. Let's back up just a little bit. I might be too close to them by accident. I'm pretty close to them. Let's just see what they do if I run this right by their face. I fell short. Even at that, I have gone over them a couple times and no reaction. Now, if those are crappie right there, you'll see them start coming up. Not yet. Not yet, they said. We ain't interested. Okay, let's go look for another group. I'm just gonna keep looking for groups of fish out here until I find the one that's got the right fish in it. It's beautiful. Would y'all like to see like where I'm at? Let's change your view a little bit. I'm gonna change you to this way so you all can sort of see what I'm seeing. It's very pretty out here. All right, so let's just see. We're gonna move on out here a little ways. Now there comes some fish right there, and they're just like broken lines. And I'm always curious when I see that, does that mean that's bait fish or that's, you know, what is that? The only way I'm gonna find out is if I can get a lure in there to them. You see them, they're at about 70 feet. I can't quite throw this light lure 70 feet. I'm gonna sneak on up here to about, there we go. Now they're within my range. Let's see. Well, I keep kind of missing them. Oh, now this is interesting. That fish actually sort of came up, and that one did too. Okay, now I'm liking the way these fish are reacting to this a whole lot better. I'll show you the difference. I'll show you the difference. These fish actually started getting real busy when this lure came to them. And I thought I was going to catch one. Now, I have a feeling these are yellow stripe. Look at them. See, there's one. Let's see what this is. That's going to be a yellow stripe. I'm almost certain that's going to be a yellow bass, excuse me. Yep. Yep. He's a chunker though. Man, that is a big yellow bass. Ouch. Unhand me. There you go. Look at the colors. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty fish. Okay, so what that tells me is it doesn't necessarily mean everything in that group you see right here. It doesn't necessarily mean they're all striped, but there's a great possibility. There's a very good possibility that that's what that is. And what I typically try to do is go ahead and see if I catch maybe two more, see them coming up. That's what we want. That right there, that looks fantastic. The difference is I think that's all yellow stripe. Look at them. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go behind them. I see another group right there. I'm going right to them. And let's see what they do. Let's see how they react. Now, they came up too. It's a little bit harder to see them because they're further out, but they actually did react to my lure. There we go. So let's just kind of go slow. Give all these fish down there time to decide whether they're hungry or not. I'll go right above them. Okay. Now I'm going to switch up to the color that I've been using and having real good luck with. And that is this it's a Bobby Garland. I've been having quite a bit of luck with that. And so let's see if by any chance these fish will act any different. This lure is just a lead head and it just does not show up very well. Sometimes the only way I know if I'm anywhere near the fish is if the fish react. Okay, I see me. I'm pretty close to them. See how still they are? They're not really moving. Hi, Colt. Let's try again. There they go. See them? See them come up out of the group right there at 25 feet. Let's see if I can get any of these other ones. I'm surprised that they didn't actually just absolutely wear that little thing out. It's a very small lure. Usually if it's yellow bass, that they just can't handle it. They'll come up and just nail it. See, look at that one coming up. Oh, he turned away though. Did you see that? Okay. So now I'm going to go on to the next group. I'm just going to keep looking for groups. And hopefully I'll eventually find one that's going to be what we're after, which is crappie. If you all were watching yesterday evening, I got rained on. I lost the microphone. It was 30 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds. It was terrible. It actually wasn't quite that bad. I think it was 40 degrees, but with the wind chill was crazy cold. Now look there. See how that fish comes up in that group? That's what I want to see. One tapped it. They're tapping it. See, some of these very well may be crappie, but they're not ready to feed just yet. I like the look of that group. I thought I might have actually had one there for a minute. Let's see. Let's try one more time. See if we can get them to react. I like it when they come way up. See my jig right there underneath the 8? Now look at them. See them coming up? That's usually a real good sign. They tapped it, but they didn't keep it. I wonder if I need to get a new one that's got good scent on it. I'm gonna switch up to a new one and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. I appreciate y'all joining and watching here for a little bit. I'm trying to find some crappie. I'm just kind of looking around. There's some fish. Let's see what those are. I found a few, but I have yet to find what I'm actually looking for, which is crappie. That's what I really want. All right, so let's look around a little bit more. I'm just gonna keep looking, see if I can find some. I found some over here by this dock the other day. Let's go over into this general area. I like the look of that. Now we're getting shallow. These fish are gonna start getting spooked a whole lot faster. So pretty out here. This weather is beautiful. This weather is so nice. There we go. I like the look of that blob. Let me back up just a little. That right there, I like the looks of that. Let's see. Okay, I missed them, unfortunately. I'm gonna get this in real quick. I'm going to slow down right here because I really like the way that group looks. And we'll throw, I'm not throwing far enough. There's also a possibility that the boat's still moving, making it hard. I like the look of that group of fish right there. Let's get this on them quick before they run. Okay, that should be pretty close. There they come up, see them? See them coming up to look at it? Yeah, as they start doing that, I start getting more and more thinking, yeah, these fish are interested in food. I don't know, it's an awfully tight little cluster of them, isn't it? I have a feeling that's actually going to end up being stripe. Here I'm closing in. Here comes one up from the bottom. See him? All by himself. But you got to wonder if they're willing to chase it, you know, come up 5 or 6 feet, but then they won't hit it. What are they looking for? There's one. Let's see if this is what I suspect it is, which is a little bitty yellow bass. I believe it is. I thought those were going to be crappie, but now I can see those are yellow bass. Yellow bass, yellow bass, yellow bass. There we go. That's what that was. Little old yellow bass. Kerplop. All right. I'll keep looking. 'Cause I know somewhere out here, it's just a matter of time, I'm going to find some crappie. Let's go look at this dock. Maybe the last warmest day for us here. Enjoy every moment. Boy, you got that right. It is so... Ooh, there's another school I like to look up. It is about to get just yuck here in this area where we are at. Oh, I had a little hit. I had a little bitty hit. Must have been a little bitty fish because it was a little bitty hit. Don't go breaking my heart. There's Cummins one. Look at him. He is coming up fast. That thing came up 6 feet. This water must just be super clear. These fish are coming 6 feet up off the bottom to look at the lure and then not taking it, which is just really surprising to me. All right, here's another group. I have high hopes that one of these is going to be the right kind of fish. Here comes one up. He's looking. Oh, 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 oh. He hit it. Boy, they're on it. Isn't that weird? They were all over it, but they wouldn't take it. Yes, Leslie D. Hammonds, I have a feeling we are about to get some horrifically gross weather. I'm not sure which congressman I need to call to tell them I don't like the weather that's headed our way. I did catch a baby crappie right here yesterday. Little old bitty thing. Oh, it's about time for these things to start getting really active. I'm hoping I could show you all a few crappie at least here in just the last few minutes of the day. That's how it was the last several times I've been in here. There's something coming up to check it out. Nope, he changed his mind. He went back down. All right, I'm going to give you all a view of my surroundings for a few minutes. It's so pretty. Let's get you all over here and get you like this. I'm right in front of this dock. And I know a lot of you are going to say that's where you should be fishing for crappie, but I've been trying to fish that dock for crappie and there's none under there. So, I don't know. Maybe today's the day they are under there. I can see a few fish under there. There comes something after it pretty fast. But he didn't take it. Huh, okay. Let's see. Let's get way back under there. Oh, son, Mac Daddy. I put that right beside one of those pieces of wood and there's fish on there. Oh boy. Any of you guys hungry? Oh, there's fish down there on those posts, but they don't They're just not biting. I guess somehow in my mind, I'm always thinking every crappie that I've caught has come from a group of crappie that's very aggressive. You can see what I'm doing is I'm kind of looking around the poles on this dock just to see. And there are fish down there, but they just have no interest in feeding. That's what it looks like to me. I'm gonna say that must be bluegill. All right, let's move on. Okay, I see a few out here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful sunset. Look at this. It is so pretty. Don't fish so close to your dock. You got it, the grease. I will get away from your dock. The good news is I didn't hit it. I just got close to it. Uh-oh, I just had a tap right there. All right, I'm gonna go down through here in a little bit of shallower water for a minute and look around. Oh, it is so pretty out here. I cannot stand it. I know it's getting ready to be not so pretty whatsoever, but boy, I'm sure enjoying today. There's a single fish that's coming up. That makes me wonder if that would be a bass. No. Release to the grease. Are you a crappie angler? Release to the grease. I've been finding these crappie, but it's usually right at dark when I start getting them to actually hit. There was a hit, but you let it go. They're pecking on it a little bit right there. Everything that bites angler, but I do love targeting crappie. So I have been crappie fishing 3 times now where I'm actually out fishing for crappie. This is my 3rd time. Let me think. No, 4. I think this is my 4th time. And until 3 days ago, I think until about 3 days ago, I never caught a crappie while I was crappie fishing. I always caught them by accident when I was bass fishing. And so I've been literally trying really hard to figure out what's the difference. You know, why am I catching them by accident? But when I actually go fishing for them, I can't catch them to save my life. I think these fish will be coming alive here in just a minute. I believe most of what I'm looking at right now is probably stripe or small fish, and they're just not real aggressive. I'm just gonna keep looking around. My gut feeling is that if I keep looking around, I'm eventually gonna find a group of crappie in here that is hungry and will eat. And what I'll try to remember to do this time is actually stop the boat if I can catch one, so I know that I have others I can try to catch. Let's see, I say there's something about bass. Funny, I say something about bass. Always catch bass crappie fishing. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. I've yet to catch a bass while I've been crappie fishing, but now let me tell you, I sure have caught crappie while I'm bass fishing. Oh, shoot, I just missed one. Let me get this in real quick. Try that again. Oh, it pulled my skirt down. Look at that. That little silly boy. Poor girl. Try this one more time now that I see those out there. This is about the time they start coming alive right here. All right, I'm dropping in on a group right now. I know you all can't see that. And I'm just kind of watching to see if they're going to react at all. They're moving super slow. They don't seem very aggressive. I don't think that's going to end up being a crappie. Well, that looked good for a minute. Just going to keep on going around in circles here and looking for the right fish. I see a group there. They are not interested whatsoever. I know there's going to be a group of crappie right here somewhere. I'm just looking. Nothing. David Galasso. Davido. I haven't caught any crappie yet, which is what I'm after, of course. It's right now getting to the time of day when it seems like they're going to get active. I actually see something down here feeding on top water. I'm really tempted to go down there. But I just have the strongest feeling that it's not crappie. I don't know. Do crappie come up and feed top water? Let's run down here. I've seen them 2 or 3 times down here doing this, so we're gonna rush down here. Let's go down this direction. And there's fish, I know, or action down there. You all probably cannot see it at all. It's at least 400 feet down the lake from where we're at, maybe 500 feet. But there's something down there messing around on top water, so I'm gonna go take a look at them the time you're at right now. So they do come up and feed top water. Well, then let's go down here. So I don't know what this is, but there's something down here that keeps coming up top water. Down here. There's a little flat right down here. There we go. I like the look of this group right here. Let's see. We're still not caught up to where I'm seeing the activity on top water, but I keep seeing groups of fish, and I know that one of these will end up being the crappie I'm after. So I'm kind of slowing down and throwing at each group as I go. Oh, just had a hit. Get this in, see if let's try that again, because I did just have a hit. Oh, these are coming up looking. Nope. Nope, they're not. So I can count the number of crappie that I have caught while actually crappie fishing on 2 hands. So I'm still learning. It was not too far from here. You might start to see them. We're headed right to them. Now this could just be a bunch of minnows that are messing around towards the top. I don't know yet. But there's a little flat right here we're coming up on. And what I've seen in the past is that when I come through here, a lot of the fish that are coming up feeding on these top water are actually white bass, the striper, but they're small. I haven't caught any good ones. That is some shallow water right there. Let me see what this is. I see something over here. This is where they were acting up a fool here just a few minutes ago, going crazy. See a blob of something right there on the bottom all hanging out together. That's probably a big bait ball. Whatever it is, there's no reaction to this lure. No reaction. What up, brother? What up, brother? Slow cast, let it fall real very, very slowly, like a quarter turn, and give a very light pop. Pause and repeat. You got it. Something just came up right here to my left. Very, very slow. Pop it. Quarter turn. Pop it. I'm trying that. But I'm also not where I see any fish. Now there was something right there top water. Let's see if I can get close enough to it. Very, very slow pop. The thing is, now that I'm over here, whatever that was is gone. Let's see what else I can see. I'm gonna have to move you off for a moment. About the way. It's so pretty out here. My goodness. Yeah, that's a bunch of bait fish right there. You might be able to see that group right out there. It just did it. It's basically just a big group of bait. And every once in a few minutes, something will come up in there, but I'm not actually catching anything. When I have caught them in that, it has just been strap. I'm gonna go back over here a little ways and go look to see if I can find these fish that I've been finding in the evening, because this is when they've started hitting, is right now. So let me get over here. I'm in really shallow water right now, 5 feet maybe. I call that shallow. What I'm gonna start doing again is every time I see a school of fish out here grouped up, I'm gonna throw on them. And if they're not interested, I'm just gonna go right on to the next group. Oh-de-do-de-do-de-do, do-de-do-do-do. Let's just see. I'm looking around. I'm looking around for fish. There's some. Let's see. See what you guys got. Anybody in there hungry? Oh, one came flying up at that. Oh, well. These acted pretty interesting. Or pretty interested, excuse me. Let's try this again. I love it when I start throwing and a bunch of them start coming up to check it out. That usually means it's about to get good. Now, these are coming up to check it out. Keep looking. Going to the next group. Going on to the next group. I'll be so glad when some of this cold weather gets out of here. My hands are starting to get cold. I just cannot keep them warm. Here we go. Let's see. There's a group. Oh, shoot, I had one. I am on Watts Bar in Roane County, Tennessee, and I am real close to the city of Kingston. Actually, I'm in Kingston. I don't know why I said close. I'm actually in Kingston. I had a fish just a second ago, but I didn't manage to get it in. Let's see. I'm going to go on and find another group. Okay, here comes a group right up there. Let's see if by any chance any of those are hungry. Well, I missed them by a mile. Oh, I had one for a split second. Boy, that must be little. I had one for just a second. Let's see, come on. Just in Chattanooga, crop fishing last week. That's cool. And fish are finicky. So just real very slow. Keep it above their head. Seems like I have better luck when I keep it up above their heads. They do attack from below. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm noticing, David Galasso. Let's see. Oh, man, it's starting to get chilly-willy out here. Come on, summer. Or spring, maybe. I'd take spring. Let's see. This spot where I'm at right here is where I was catching them last night, I think. Huh, come on, fish. You want to kind of let it naturally fall and float above their head. All right, let's try this. Okay, it's coming down. I'm not really near a group right now. Let me get this in and then I'll go back towards this group right here. Let's see. It's getting chilly-willy. All right, here we go. I'm above a group. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this right there. I'm above a group. Here comes one way off the bottom. Oh, T.S. Ben Blake. I am fishing for crappie, mostly. I'll take anything, but I'm trying to catch some crappie for a fish fry for my future son-in-law. Now there's a group right there, and they're acting, oh shoot. He had it, doggone it. They came up and then dropped it real quick. Makes me wonder. Sometimes they're getting this so subtly that when I lift up on the rod, there's pressure on it, but they don't just smack it like I'm used to. I don't know if that's because they're smaller. I did have one. He jerked the head down there. Hey, I've been here several nights using this same lure. Maybe they want something different. I'm gonna go back to black and purple. But yeah, I'm fishing for crappie more than anything. And you know, I'll take anything, but I'm trying to build up enough of a supply to have a little fish fry. So let's see, yeah, that's them big ones, very, very light bite, barely any two, no thump. Okay, so that could be them doing that to me then. Some of these fish, I'm watching them, they're coming up 6, 8 feet. And I don't even, right there. I mean, that one came right up to it and still didn't take it. Came right to it, just looked at it. I'm wondering sometimes if I just need to, if I see what looks like one on it, if I just need to set the hook and see if there's one there. I don't know. Let's see. So there it is. I'm above a group of them. Here comes one completely up off the bottom. Boy, these things are finicky. They start to come up either real or lift up slowly. Okay, let me try that. Because they're definitely coming up as, I mean, even as much as like 6 feet. They're coming way up after it. All right, I'm dropping this in. I don't know what that fish is. He's not interested in it. Get right over here. Black and chartreuse or the clear yellow. What's good? Yerba familia. We are trying to catch a few crappie real quick. It's getting so cold, I don't know if I would keep them or not if I caught them. I don't know if I feel like sitting outside to clean them up. This is the general area last night where they really started hitting good. They wait till it's pretty much about time to go. All right, let's see. I see a group kind of behind me. Let's just see. I haven't caught any crappie. I've caught, let's see. Well, I'm into a good group right there. They're all acting very fasty. Dang it. Come on, come on, come on. I feel invested now. I got to see you catch fish. Me too. Me too. But I will tell you, I've been out here 3 or 4 times now, and they really don't get crazy active until it is almost dark. And then once it's dark, it seems like almost every cast I throw, they were hitting. The problem is, it is just so cold here. It's hard for me to stay warm when it's this cold. Okay, there I am. There's one coming up slowly. Nope. No, I take that back. He quit. Come on, where's that group from yesterday? Right there's a group. We're gonna get one. We're gonna get one before it's over with. Just gotta find where they're at. Jason Pagovic, tomorrow in Downriver, Michigan, will be minus 25. How do you survive? Minus 25 degrees. I would just go nuts. I think I've already finished the internet this winter. I watched so much TV, I believe I finally reached the end of the internet. Okay, now here's some that are acting they all came flying up at it. But they also, none of them took it. That's interesting. Boy, I thought for sure one of them was going to grab it the way they were acting. I found a group of fish over here that a bunch of them came up after it, but then they just swam away. Just nothing, even doing the slow lift and all that other jazz. Guys, where are you? Come on now. Don't make me out to be a liar. Show yourselves. Got a little bitty fish coming up. Nope. Please pee in the water? Why would I do that? Our blue and white color means everything to crappie. Blue and white. Well, I'm using purple, no, black and a pink color Now I have blue and chartreuse on. That's what I've been catching them all on. But tonight it just seems like this is really not doing much. So I was going to try a different color. But I probably will. Man, they're come flying up and just not taking it. Let me go back to the color I was catching them on. Let's see, just kidding. Cindy Byrne is a resident comedian. All right. Okay, guys, it's time for me to catch at least one of these before I got to go. Okay. It's not going to be this group because they are just not interested. T.S. Ben Blake. Let's see. All right. Come on. I know some of you guys in here are hungry. There's a group. Let's see how they react to the chartreuse and blue. Nope. I will say this, where I'm fishing, these fish have so much pressure. They just get hammered. To be such a small little town that I live in, these fish right here just absolutely get hammered all the time. I come by here, I don't know, sometimes 5-6 times in a week, and every time I look out here, there are people fishing in this general location right here. The difference so far in today and the other days when I've caught fish is it's been fairly easy to find a group where they're active, you know, actually really, really active. And today, I'm just not finding that many that act all that interested. If I find the right group, it won't take but a minute to catch several of them. Oh, shoot, I just had a bite. I found a group right here that all of them are coming up. Let's see. Okay. All of these came flying up after it. Try that again. Okay. I am starting to see more and more groups of fish now that it's just starting to get a little bit dark. I'm hoping that's a good thing. Let's go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. One of you guys. Oh, there's a whole school of them. Come on. Nobody? Really? My goodness. They're coming up and just pecking it and then taking off. What is the deal? Under a bridge in Chattanooga? Yeah, my daughters went to school in Chattanooga. I'm starting to see a lot more fish. So now it's just a matter of time that I come across the right group. Let's see. I'm coming up on a pretty good grouping right here. Let's see. Come on now. Come on now, you here. Hey, yo, ho, hit it. Get it, get it, get it. Nope. See what that does to him. Okay, let me throw this out here. I'm gonna speed up the retrieve a little bit. Here come a bunch of them this time. Boy, there's a bunch of these that are coming up for it. There's one. Let's see what this is. Oh man, it's a baby, whatever it is. It's little bitty. Oh, oh, him's a little yellow bass. You're just a baby. Little old bitty thing. Look how small. All right. Boy, I was excited because they were acting so interested and there were so many of them. And boy, they came flying up after it that time. Oh, there's some big fish right there. I'm telling you, I think we're literally just minutes away from catching a crappie. It's going to be beautiful. Come on, you got this. Let's try a faster retrieve, like you said. Let's see. There's a bunch right there. Come on now. I know one of you fish is a crappie and you're hungry. Just kind of slowly easing back out here. Fast or slow doesn't seem to matter too much to these. They come flying up at it and then they just don't touch it. Now I'm in front of a big group of fish this time, but I have a feeling that if one of these hits, it'll break the line on this little rod. These look like big fish. Wonder what those are. I'm fishing on Watts Bar Lake in Kingston, Tennessee. And the area that I'm in gets a lot, so much pressure. I mean, even with it being cold out here, I keep coming out here and there's just people absolutely everywhere fishing in here. So play them with the drag set. You can pull them in. True, I could. You should see my little rod. This thing is tiny. It's a little old bitty, like a 4 foot. I call it my Smurf rod. But I have a feeling what I'm looking at out there are some either drum catfish or stripe. They're fairly large. They're not behaving at all like the crappie had been, where they come up after it. They're not doing that in the least. All right, I'm going to have to make one more run at them over here in this other spot. Let's hope this is a group of them right here. That's not them either. Let me show you what I'm seeing. So that's where we're at again. Still looking for a group that will react the right way. And that's just not them at all. Come on, bluefish. Bluefish, aren't those saltwater fish? I feel it in my bones. Come on. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Here comes one. Come get it, buddy. Ooh, that guy came up. Did y'all see that? We caught a bunch of what I think were bluefish off the Gulf State Park Pier. That was so fun. Oh, look at him. There's one. Oh, dang it, he got off. How are they doing that? Oh, man, I thought for sure that was one. These guys are getting smart, or I'm getting stupid. I think all that's crappie right there. Oh, we're going to find out now. Here he comes. Look at him. Look at him. Well, my hands are starting to get cold. Dang fish off, I reckon. Now look at that one. He's coming up. He's coming up. He's coming up. There's several fish in this group actually coming up after it. I'll try that again. I've got just a few minutes left in me, and then I'm going to have to go because I'm really starting to get cold. Look at all of them coming up. Look at them. There's one. Let's see what this is. Do I finally have a crappie? Hold your breath. Here we go. Do I finally have a crappie? Oh, no. Nope. Another yellow bass. Fish on! Fish on! Ah. It's fun and all, but it's just not what we're after. Come on now. I'm confident. I'm confident that this is going to be the big one. Oh, let's see. You guys starting to get active or not? Oh, here they come. Here they come. My hands are so cold, I don't know if I'm going to feel them if they do. They do give a good fight. They absolutely do. Now, several weeks ago, we were catching 2 and 3 pound stripe in here, and they absolutely were wearing us out. It was so fun. Here comes some. Oh, shucks. Thought I had one. Nope. One hit it right as I lifted it out of the water. Knocked its pants off. Hang on just a second. They absolutely do fight really, really good. I like catching them big old rockfish, is what we call them. Cross your breath, man. I don't have too many casts left in me because I am getting cold. Guys, come on now. I know one of you's a crappie. Come on. They keep tapping it just enough to knock the lure down. Obviously, yellow bass day. Yeah, no kidding. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm excited. Don't know about y'all. I'm excited. Come on now. Where the crappie? Come on, crappie now. Get on my lure now, everybody come together right now. right now. Okay, here's a new group. Let's see how they react. They're not reacting like I need them to. I am not ready for all the snow that's coming. I mean, we went out and bought the staple groceries. I guess that's about as good as it's going to get. Now that I'm confident it's just a group of yellow bass right there. See how many of them there are. Just a ton of those little bitty things. Well, for crying out loud, I thought for sure this evening was going to be when I actually caught like a half a dozen or something of these. They're looking at it, they just will not take it. Okay, well, see if by any chance any of those, and then I'm gonna have to get any of you guys a crappie. Come on, one, just one, and then I'll get out of here. I'm gonna go in here a little bit more shallow to that group right there. Let's see what this is. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen if you haven't. What will that do? It'll lock my screen up and pause it. Is that what you mean? Screen if you haven't. If I double tap this one, it's going to go into that mode right there. Well, all right. I'm going to make one cast on this group right here, and then I've got to get out of here. There's one coming up. He just ran back down. Okay, because they did at least react, I'm going to throw one more time, and then I've got to get. There we go. Okay, this is your opportunity, guys. See how they're all up there after it? Oh, shucks, I thought I had one. Well, all right. Man, guys, my hands are freezing. I have got to go get my hands warmed up. Let's take one last look, and then I got to get. I don't even know if I've got one more cast in me. My hands are numb. Let's try this little rogue group right here, just to see what happens. Don't do anything, guys. You better get doing it, because I got to get. Nope. All right. Can you hear me now? I think my finger accidentally raked across it right there. Hopefully not now. Hopefully y'all can hear that. Release to the grease. Says you are muted. So when you're probably 30 seconds. There we go. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to warm my hands up. And I guess I need to get off here. Thank y'all so much again for watching. Sorry for the sound problems tonight, and hopefully those got remedied quick enough. Good fishing, brother. Hey, I appreciate you. You all have a blessed evening, and I'm going to head to the dock. It may not look like it, but it's actually dark enough out here. I need my lights on the boat. My phone just picks up a tremendous amount of light. It's crazy. So thanks again, y'all. You all take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.